Hello, everyone. Good day and welcome to iProLogic FX. That's www.iprologicfx.com. Today, we're going to give you another tutorial on one of our strategies that we previously have uploaded. It's on our website at www.iprologicfx.com. Training videos at the top of the website on the menu. You will see after clicking there, and this is one of our videos in the top three strategies that we recommend, which is using 3 parameters, and you're setting the progression to, in the last video was 2. This time we're going to set it up to, let's just say 4. You want to make $20 real quick. Here's the key. Again, money management, discipline, having a little bit of patience, but you want to set it to light. So I'm going to show you this as another demonstration using one of the other strategies. It was requested by clients who have been making money, and they said, well, what if we increased? Well, that's up to you. If your bankroll and your table limit can handle it, sure, increase. But we're going to show you by doing it right now, again. So here we go. Okay, first things first. Obviously, when you get into the Ipro Neurax application, and again, this is mobile friendly, could be used on your phone as well as your PC and your laptops. But just remember, when you're using this on your phone, depending on the size of your phone, your screen size, it adjusts to that, right? So when you have a small phone, it kind of becomes a little cumbersome. But just bear with it and you will be fine. So here's, again, using the 3 parameters with a field prediction of 3, but your starting bet amount, again, is going to be a little bit higher now. And it's only because that's what you're asking for. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to remove these things. We're going to uncheck everything but 1 through 18, dozens, and columns. I mean, you can also use even and odds, by the way. Okay, no one is saying you can't. But I just think the 1 through 18 actually, for some reason this works better. Now, for your field prediction, it's going to be 3 of them. But this is what makes everything different. You're not going to use medium, which is a little aggressive. You're not going to use Neurax, which is, the Neurax special, because you're not using the calculator. But if you use light or ultra light, yeah, sometimes you're going to go back and forth. But it will keep you in the game long enough to turn that profit. For those of you who want to play a little bit longer. Again, your bankroll has a lot to do with this. And your table limits. Okay, so this is what I'm about to tell you. With the starting bet amount, this is your base amount. So if you set this at, let's say, I'm just telling you 7 units, just going to put in some random numbers here and throw this out there. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Your minimum bet's going to be 7. Even when you do hit, it's going to reset back to 7 because that's what you're asking for. Okay, and if obviously if it's 6, so be it. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So let's reset this. Okay, we want to reset this to light, and we're going to use a starting bet of 4 units. Okay, and again, you want to get to 20 units of profits real fast. Okay, and get out. For some people who just don't have the time to spend all the time, of course, you can have a few misses, but remember, you're using 4 units, so let's not, forget that if you happen to have a few misses, instead of being down $12, you could be down $20. But again, you're betting more aggressively in one sense because of the starting bet amount, but not the actual progression. Okay, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm going to show you this in 2 seconds. Let's get to a casino. Okay, so we're at a casino. What usually happens, and I'm just going to put these in first because, see, upper bankroll of 1,000 units. It takes about 4 or 5 spins before this thing populates. Let's get rid of this. So we're going to put in 2 in here. Okay, and let me just get this thing to be populated, and we're going to go from here. Okay, so we're back. 2, 2, 30, 16, and 8. And that's what we plug in here. 2, 2, 30, 16, and 8. And once we've done that, see if I back this out and I put the 8, because that's the last number that came down, same thing. Okay, so remember, this is at 4 because of this. Now I'm going to set notepad. Just going to put the time in and then show you. For this is, again, this video is the same like the other one on our website, but this is for the people who want to just like make their 20 as fast as possible, or their 10 and be more aggressive. Okay, so it's saying 4 column, first column, 4 in the mid dozen, and 4 in the high block, right? So let's go. Okay, so you're betting a little bit more now. If you were using 1 unit, this wouldn't be. This will be 1, 1, and 1. But this is for the people who have a better bankroll and just don't want to sit there and play, for 20 minutes or whatever. Oh, look at this. Well, it does happen. Okay, there's a 0. So it's 4 here, 4 and 8. Okay, so we'll take that out. We'll put the 4 here. Oh, where was the other 4? Okay. So it's in the middle. And this is 8. Okay. I mean, usually you make your 10 or 20 bucks within 5 or 6 minutes, sometimes 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But of course, when that 0 hits you, there's not much you can do. Okay. So you're down to 988. And the thing about it is this keeps you in the game. And there's going to be times you'll hit on 2 of them. Sometimes when you hit on 3 of them, that's really bullets. So, 8, column, mid 8, and low 4. Okay, so let's do this. I'll just do this right. 8, mid, and 4. Okay, here we go. Again, you have the bankroll. You just want to make your 20 bucks or whatever the case may be. Don't be afraid. Okay, it will do its job. It's just a matter of time. Okay, and even if you're down a little bit, it'll come back up. Always does. Okay, so 8, 8, and 4. Okay, had a miss again. You're not worried. 12, 12, and 8. Okay. Wow, look at that. Not our program, it's the wheel. 12, 12, and 12. But again, don't be disenchanted by this. You're asking for, a bigger, try to make it a lot quicker, but that doesn't mean that it's all going to be, peachy sometimes, but you'll get there. Okay. When you have your run, you have your run, so you figured, okay, I'm down a couple $100. This is great because this is what I want to show you how you're going to get back out of this. Okay. This is why the program is so strong. And when you least think, okay, how am I going to get out of this? You will. 16, 12, and 16. You'll see. I think this is 12, right? Yeah. 16, 12, and 16 on the bottom. You'll be surprised. That's why, having a little bit of patience, when you try to get rich real quick and try to make hundreds and thousands of dollars in like 3 hours, it's just a matter of time before the casino flags you. Okay, look at this. Okay, all that bankroll is back. 12, 8, and 12. I mean, I don't know the outcome. You saw what happened with all those zeros in the beginning, and having a few misses. But watch. It's why it's safe. But remember, we're using 4 as your base bets. If you're using 1 or 2, you wouldn't be putting out this. It would have been less. Okay. Okay, so you're down a little bit. 16, 12, and 16. Okay. I'm trying to do this just so you can see that you have the confidence that it's going to do its job for you. That you don't need to, You're working again. I've always said this in a lot of my videos for 20 or $30 an hour at your job. You're not going to take an hour to make what you're making at your job. It's going to take a lot less time. You have the bankroll as long as you know where your aggression is, right? 16, 12, and 20. If you want to be aggressive and you have the bankroll, that's not a problem because there's going to be times, I'm telling you, you're going to hit back to back to back to back and pretty much get back a little bit more than you're expecting. I can tell you, we haven't been playing that long. The time that it takes you to make a cup of coffee, you'll probably make your target. Seriously. And I've showed you where you were down and your crime came right back up, and you're going to find that happen again. Okay? You're going to find that happen, and then back to back, you'll end up clearing it out. 16, 12, 24. Okay? And you'll see for yourself. Now, a lot of times, I'll tell you what, you play with a live wheel, live dealer. I'm not saying this is not working on RNG. It sure does. But you play with a live dealer, you'd be surprised to see how proficient that is. It is really powerful. Okay, let's see where we're at. Look at this. 10:36. You were just trying to make 20 bucks. See, it got you out of that trouble. Let's look at the time. I tell you, the time it takes to make a cup of coffee. This can all be over. 6 minutes. $36 in 6 minutes. Well, I'll tell you what. Even if you did $30 a day in that same 6 minutes, that's $900 a month. That's 10,000 and change a year. Okay, or 11,000 and change a year. Just you have to think as a business person. Don't think as a gambler. When you have people or companies say, "Would you like to switch insurance carriers? You'll save $200 a year." So you're going to switch insurance carriers to save 200 a year, but this is making you 11,000 a year. Okay, just think about it. You just have to have that discipline. Now, once you get to this point, what are you going to do? It's simple. You can either reset the app, but once you reset the app, you lose all of this. Okay? And then of course or you can reset your bets and start over from there. But why would you? Close the casino, leave and come back again. Okay? So hopefully you guys understand. The bigger this is, okay, because once I put this number down, it's going to reset itself. I can tell you that right now. The rebets are going to reset because it knows you won. See? Back to 4. Now, if you turned around and you say, okay, I'm going to set this for 7 or 8. I'm just saying, dangerous game, but you're at 1,036. Let's put the time in and just showing you one last thing. Okay, here you go. You're at 1,036, right? You've made that $36, which is plus 36. You made it in 6 minutes. Okay, so now you're at 1,036 at 724. Okay, where is it telling you to bet? Here, here, and here. Okay, so let's go with 8, 8, and 8. Here we go. Okay, you're at 1,000, back to 1,036. Didn't lose anything. Okay, we'll put the 7 in. Let's see what it tells you now. 8 split across. Okay, so I see what's going on here. Okay, you had a miss. See you down at 1,012. 31 is your number. Okay, let's see where it takes you. 8, 8, and 16. Okay. I actually love this setup. For whatever it's worth, I mean, hit or miss. Just like the setup. Back to your 1036. Okay. 8, 16, and 8. Okay. Okay. Didn't like that number. 8, 16, and 16. Okay. There we go. So you were at 1036, now you're at 964. You should not even be worried. The same way you got back up there, same way you will be getting there. Just watch. You're at 1044. Okay? Just showing you. 8, 8, and 8. You've got to have your discipline to say, okay, I make my 20 bucks, and I make my next 20 bucks. You know, you take it and you get out. Watch. Let's see what your balance is. You're at 1060. Let's stop the clock. In 3 minutes, you made 20 something dollars in 3 minutes. Okay. So plus 24, 3 minutes. Now, if your job is paying you $30 an hour, let's just say you had a good job paying you $30 an hour. You just made $60 in 9 minutes. 9 minutes you made $60, but your job pays you $30 an hour. You can make $100 an hour with this. And at $100 an hour, I mean, that's for the people who are more aggressive. Even if you're not aggressive and you play a little more frequently with a lesser prediction amount, like when I say prediction amount, lesser amount, like this being, let's say 3 or 2 or 1, you will have to play a few more sessions than you want to, but you should be able to make $100 an hour. So what I'm trying to say is, even if you made $100 a day times 30 days, okay? Think about it. You're talking about $3,000 a month. You know what's going to happen come, 12 months later when it's Christmas time or, the end of the year, whatever the case may be? You're going to have $36,000 that you're going to say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That could have paid off for 2 cars or paid off for 1 car, whatever. Okay, so this is what you need to do is have that discipline and be able to make the decision, what to do. You already know how the setup is with this. I mean, you could use the same thing with evens and odds. Okay, but I guess this happens to really work well. Okay, so once again, come check us out. It's iprologicfx.com.